Home Alone's Kevin McCallister as a Mary Sue, accept it? Are you freaking kidding me? Kate Gardner. Oh, no, 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 no. Not only will I not accept it, I will tell you exactly why you are absolutely full of shit, you stupid, stupid woman. Hello, everyone. I am MechaRandom42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and I guess I'm defending Home Alone. So, hey, let's get right into it. Oh, God. This is a Mary Sue article, so you know it's going to be a lot of yelling and ranting. Headphone warning, I guess. Well, you know you're coming to my channel. I'm going to be ranting about something, right? Oh, let's just read her stupid bullshit article here. It is a truth, not universally acknowledged, that male characters are, on the whole, more likely to be Mary Sues than female characters. Think about it. Okay, I'm thinking real hard. Nope, you're kind of full of shit. So, what else am I thinking about? You want to enlighten me, Kate? How many near-flawless male protagonists exist who excel at everything by merit of their existing, who prove themselves heroic and badass by sheer luck and foolishness? Well, pretty much any of them in cartoons, like Bugs Bunny comes to mind. Badly written live-action characters come to mind, but you know, it's not so much an issue of male or female. The issue is you're going after Home Alone, a live-action cartoon. But you know, I'm gonna get into it more because look at who little Miss Kate Gardner is going after next. James Kirk, for example, is a total Mary Sue. Luke Skywalker and Harry Potter also probably fall into that Sweet Sue category, and our Christmas Sue, of course, is Kevin McCallister of the Home Alone films. Right. Captain Kirk, not a Mary Sue. This Captain Kirk earned his way to be a captain. He worked his way up through the ranks, earned his way, was a tactical genius, brilliant strategist, kind of interesting diplomat. You know, and he wasn't the stuffy diplomat of like Cisco or Picard, but he got the job done. He knew what he was doing. This Kirk, kind of a Mary Sue. He just got handed his commission out of Starfleet, you know, right out of Starfleet because they had to retcon the entire universe and speed things along, you know. So that Kirk, the JJ Kirk, kind of a Mary Sue. Let's just get him off my screen here. You know, I'm gonna leave Captain Kirk there. He's lucky for me. Well, I can't. Who else does she go after? Harry Potter. Didn't Harry Potter fail a few times? Now I do have some notes on Harry Potter, but I'm not a huge expert on that. Kevin McCallister is absolutely not a Mary Sue. Kevin McCallister is the embodiment of kind of a live-action Bugs Bunny cartoon sort of thing. And if you really come to think about it, the Wet Bandits are probably more Mary Sues than Kevin was at all, because they survived things that would have landed them in the morgue, the ER, you know, just even the first movie alone, if you disregard all the crazy stuff from the second, just the first movie, they would have been killed or in the ER at the very least. So they're absolute Mary Sues that they can just get up from, you know, falls, being burned, being, you know, everything else that happens to them. And you know, it would be a huge long list of me. Just watch the movie. You guys have seen the movie. I saw the movie a couple times in the theater as a kid. It's a Christmas classic. One of the few Christmas movies I do have on DVD and whip out occasionally. Home Alone 1 and 2, absolute timeless classics. Kevin McCallister, not a Mary Sue, though. He was a little kid. He struggled with his fears. He struggled with, you know, being afraid of being home alone. That was the point, in an overly exaggerated, comical, cartoony way. He's not a Mary Sue. Absolutely not. What else do you say? Oh, my God. Oh, she's attacking the sequel. For those of you who have never seen the Home Alone sequel, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Kevin is a precocious elementary school, or the sequel. Oh, he's a precocious elementary schooler who gets either left behind at home while his family takes a trip to France, or accidentally winds up in the wrong plane and heads to New York City on his own, on a family trip to Florida. While on his own, he gets into all sorts of mischief as he tries to fend off the decidedly evil Wet Bandits from either robbing his home or toy store via elaborate traps that could probably kill someone. Exactly! That's the point! It's a comical exaggeration. He's not supposed to go on the hero's journey like Luke Skywalker, which you mentioned also. Luke Skywalker went on the hero's journey. Luke Skywalker was not a Mary Sue. Luke Skywalker went through struggles and he had to like go through the struggle of like leaving his family, not knowing what the crap he was doing. He almost got his friends killed and captured. He lost a hand, for crying out loud. How is that a Mary Sue? He struggled. He made some bad choices and he grew from it, and that is the character, the hero's journey. That is the character arc. Kevin McCallister even went on some of that, even though he's a cartoonly exaggerated sort of person, sort of character. Oh, this people. And she's like acting like the people who haven't seen this movie, the people who have a huge problem with this movie, are people who did not grow up with Home Alone 1 and 2. I was the age of Home Alone. I was probably 10 years old when the first movie came out, 10 or 11. Saw it in the theater twice. Like, that is the generation these movies are for. If you see these as a grown-ass adult in today's SJW millennial sort of world, and I know not all millennials are bad, I understand that, but we have this certain mindset for so many people of this generation now, that they're like, oh my god, I'm offended by everything. And they want to attack everything that they don't understand. And that's really a project of bad education, bad parenting. These kids come out of college and they don't know what the crap they're doing. And I don't know how old this woman is. She looked to be about 30, so I mean, she kind of looked a little older than that. So that tells me she's probably about 30. And I looked at her Twitter handle. Man, this whole attacking things you don't understand bullshit just really has to go. So naturally he succeeds. If you consider that spoiler, I have some news for you about holiday films. Yes, it's a holiday film also. These are supposed to be full of magic and wonder and whimsy and a lot of stuff that you would never be able to do in real life. Christmas miracles don't happen in real life. Sorry. So any one of those Christmas movies that are totally miracle bullshit, they don't happen in real life. Neither do, bandits surviving all these pratfalls and being burned and being, beaten and everything else. People don't survive that. And that's that's the comedy of it. It's so exaggerated and so ridiculous. And if you don't understand that, you just don't get these movies, and you shouldn't be writing about them. You really shouldn't be. Kevin is without a doubt a Sue of the highest degree. His annoying behavior is presented as endearing. She needs Normally I don't condone eugenics, but man, sometimes some of these people his annoying behavior. I don't even like kids, and Kevin McCallister I can tolerate because I was a kid at the time these movies came out. If you don't like it, don't watch. Guess what, Kate, sweetie, you and me. If you don't like it, don't watch. Oh, because I get that all the time from people who don't understand that. I know it's my job to pick it apart, and I know it's her job to pick it apart too. But god damn it, quit pulling shit out of your ass that doesn't even apply. In both films, his family is shown to be either outright nasty toward him via Big Brother Buzz or his Uncle Frank, vaguely neglectful via his put-upon mother, Kate, who's trying to manage a household of family. Wow, Kate Gardner, you need to go back to, college and learn how to write. Your writing is terrible. I'm stumbling over every word, so that's clearly not me. Despite the fact that Kevin is shown to be fairly useless at times, he's a second grader, yes, but doesn't he know how to pack a suitcase? I thought he was a little older than second grade. I thought he was, about 9 or 10. I thought he was about 9. And frustratingly precocious at others. His annoyingness is shown to be a cutesy trait based on the behavior of his family. That was the point. The point is that the family were ridiculous and over the top and neglectful and that is why that you had the premise that he could be home alone. Do you not get it? That was why they were stupid and horrible, and they were mean to him, and they were forgetful. And at the end of the day, the moral of the story was to learn to kind of come together with your family, and that was both movies. And I know it's a very simple lesson, but these are simple movies. They're simple movies with a lot of comic comic falls and violence and cartoon violence. You know, they're basically Tom and Jerry. They're basically a Tom and Jerry sort of Bugs Bunny live action version of cartoons. That was the point. I don't want to get through this article. Once on his own, Kevin never fails apart or really freaks out. That's not true. That is not true. Remember, he went to the store and he was going to go buy groceries and he, you know, all the groceries fall out of his hand, or he meets the creepy old guy that he's totally afraid of. And guess what? He comes around, becomes friends with this guy, realizes that, hey, you can't judge a book by its cover. He has so much character growth. Did you even see these movies, woman? Did you even see the movie? and that was the point of it. He was a little kid. There's a lot of stuff that, you know, there's so much stuff you just kind of have to say, oh, okay, this is a fantasy. This is a fake movie. It's a movie. Get over yourselves. Oh, Lord. He sneaks in and way into the Plaza Hotel in Boston, New York, and managed to score a limo ride around the city. I don't know about you, but while I was a pretty big smartass when I was in elementary school, I definitely couldn't hack my way into a hotel with my dad's stolen credit card. That takes some serious Sue skill. No, that is an exaggeration of the movie. They had to one-up the first one, you stupid woman. And of course you couldn't. You probably can't get around on your own nowadays as a grown adult. You have to write for these god-awful, garbage Mary Sue sort of websites that are basically just excuses to male bash. It is just an excuse to male bash. And I'm sick of it. I am so sick of these sites that are only out there to spin this agenda, this crazy SJW agenda of being offended by everything. It gives me something to rant about, of course. She goes on to say, and then there's his ability. You don't start a sentence with and. Go back to learn how to write, you stupid woman. You don't start a sentence with the word and, or a paragraph for that matter. And then there's his ability to outwit the wet bandits. Sure, Harry and Marv are not the brightest bulbs on the Christmas tree, but Kevin outwits them with a series of traps that require way more time and attention than a child usually possesses. Yes! That's the point! He's a fantasy character! It's fiction. It's a fantasy world. It's a live-action cartoon. You don't get it. Oh, Lord. She's not the brightest bulb in the tree either. Clearly. So I guess the whole point of the Mary Sue, this is like the special version. This is the special newspaper article sort of thing, or web article. These are for the people who don't know how to write, read, comprehend, understand things. I get so mad with these people. Kevin also has a softer side in which he endearingly brightens up the lives of two scary adults who frighten him. Oh, you did actually see the movie. So what are you bitching about? Are you disproving your own point in your article, stupid woman? Brighten up the lives of two scary adults who frighten him at first, but reveal themselves to be as lonely as he is in the first film. It's Marley, who Buzz says is a murderer, but who's really just a lonely old man and wants to connect with his son. In the sequel, it's the Pigeon Lady, who has no family and just wants someone to remember her. Both are heartwarming scenes that show everyone except for the villains really does love Kevin. Show that everyone loves Kevin. Well, not everybody. Keep in mind, Tim Curry didn't like Kevin that much. He was sort of a villain. Tim Curry, Rob Schneider in Home Alone 2. So they were sort of villains though, but you know, he's a little kid. You're not supposed to hate little kids. That's my job. What is wrong with you, you stupid woman? The only angry curmudgeons hate little kids. Oh, fucking woman. This is not all to say that Kevin is a trash character or the films are worthless. I personally love them, so what the hell are you bitching about, you stupid woman? And they're essential holiday viewing, but as we enter the infinite cycles of referring to women as Mary Sues, it's important to reflect on the characters who are equally Sue-esque. No, we point out when male characters are Mary Sue as well. We love a good male hero, but if a woman dares to have the same vague narrative suddenly she's a Sue, and that's not fair. That's not true, though. You didn't even name any women Mary Sues that anybody complains about. Who the hell are you talking about? Are you talking about, like, Ray, who actually is a Mary Sue, or Michael Burnham, who is a total Mary Sue? Even her character flaws are considered endearing qualities by the writers and by the fans of Discovery, which nobody watches, so nobody's going to know what the hell I'm talking about except people who know my channel and know that I complain about Star Trek Discovery. This woman is complete bull. She's a complete bullshit writer. So, ring on the holidays with your favorite Mary Sue this year. Fuck. So, one of the things, one of the people that I do refer to, who is actually a male sort of Mary Sue. And let me go full screen here for this. An actual male Mary Sue character would be Jonas Quinn from Stargate SG-1. He was in season 6 after Daniel Jackson left. Probably not everybody knows what Stargate is or has watched Stargate, but a lot of you on my channel probably do. And Jonas was kind of this character that was pretty perfect at everything. You know, he was smart, had many degrees in things, could figure out things, was from an alien planet who just happened to have the bestest version of the mineral that runs everything in the Stargate universe. So, and they had the bestest version of that mineral that ran everything. And he was kind of a Mary Sue, but he was also a replacement character for the main actor, or the main character Daniel Jackson that was out for the season, and I guess he was supposed to go off and do movies and then he came back. The point is, there are male Mary Sue characters out there. There absolutely are. We acknowledge them as well. When you just kind of have this poorly written article that was barely proofread, that didn't even have or mention the actual examples of the female Mary Sues that people complain about, your article is just complete bullshit. You don't know what you're talking about. Not only that, you completely pick apart everything you feel is wrong with Home Alone in the most hateful, male-bashingest sort of way. Not only that, you have to go out of your way to bash a little fucking kid. What is wrong with you, Kate Gardner? You're going out of your way to bash Kevin McCALLISTer, which is one of the most beloved he was kind of an asshole. He was a little bit of an asshole sometimes. But you know what? He's a beloved character. I grew up with him. Everybody of my generation grew up with him. We don't have a problem with him. You know, yeah, he was a bit of a smartass sometimes. Yes, it was completely ridiculous and over the top. But in the universe that the movies are set in, it makes sense because, like I said, they are live action cartoons. You have the wet bandits who can survive ridiculous amounts of punishment in these movies that no human being could be able to survive at all, ever, you know. And it's so ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous that you choose this movie to attack when there's actual things you can go out there and attack. But you know what? Because it's Christmas season, Macaulay Culkin's in the news, you figured you'd get a little click by capitalizing on and taking advantage of the fact that Macaulay Culkin's going out there to all the YouTube channels. He's back in the news. It's Christmas season. Christmas is the time for Home Alone. When you guys aren't attacking Home Alone, you're attacking Christmas Story or Baby It's Cold Outside or whatever else you're attacking. I am Mecha Random 42. Bah humbug. Merry Christmas. Screw you, Mary Sue. Kate Gardner. I'll see you guys on the next video or live stream. Bye!